Awesome, guys. Okay, so this is the sales pitch. Now, you're going to send a meeting request to this guy after he's confirmed that he wants to meet with you, and I'd recommend getting your email sorted before you do that. So make sure you're not sending it from @gmail.com. It just looks really whack. So you want to get your email sorted so it's at domain. So if your name's Craig, and you're working with dentists, your business might be called dentistleads.co.nz. So you want it to be craig@dentistleads.co.nz when you send him a meeting request. You don't want it to be craigdentistleads@gmail.com. Looks whack. So go on YouTube, learn how to connect your domain with your email, because that is fundamental. I'm not here to teach you how to do that. I'm teaching you guys how to sell. Okay, so let's jump straight into it. The sales pitch. You've sent George a meeting request. He may or may not accept it. If he doesn't accept it, make sure you message him 30 minutes before. Say, hey George, just confirming our meeting for today at 10 a.m. so that he knows that it's coming up. Okay, and once you get George on the line, you just want to start the meeting off with some small talk. So, hey, thanks for meeting with me today. George, I really want to dissect the problem that you're currently facing. I just want to look at what some solutions might be. Okay, so you mentioned over the phone that you're looking to expand your business and generate some more work. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Cool. So the first thing that you want to understand is where he's at the moment and how he got there. Okay, great. So you want to start gathering metrics, and we want to do that by obtaining the following information: the volume of jobs that he's currently getting per month, the conversion rate that he's getting from those inquiries to sales, and the target capacity. So the first question is, hey George, so how many jobs would you estimate come through the business each month? He's going to say around about 50, for example. Okay, that's great. And do you mind me asking how many inquiries you need to produce those 50 jobs? So that's asking him about his conversion rate. Okay, he's going to say, let's say 75 inquiries for 50 sales. It might take him some time to think, give him some time, and you've got the math in your head. If you can't do it in your head, use a calculator. Okay, so around 66% conversion, that's great, George. So I can see that 2/3 of your inquiries are converting into sales. That's great. So my next question is, how many additional jobs could you handle per month right now? He's going to say 20. Okay, so what is 20 is 66% of what? It's 30, okay? So, this is how you do it. It's not hard. I'm not going to tell you guys how to do basic math, but this is the formula, okay? Reality is we need to get him 30 leads for him to close 20 jobs. So you say to him, okay, you need 20 jobs per month. That means that you're closing 2/3, you need 30 leads. Is that right, George? He's going to agree. Cool, so we're getting there. Bonus question. Just to put into context, what's the value of a new customer in your business? It might be around $500. Okay, that's great. So let's say that an estimated spend, cost per lead formula. Okay, so CPC times 8. Let's say 1 in 8 clicks results in a call. Example, if a CPC is $2.40, that's cost per click in Google, okay? So every time we generate a click on Google, it's costing us money. That's how we generate this traffic. We're paying per click. It's a bidding system. All of the dentists, for example, are bidding on those keywords, and the market sets its own rates, okay? So dentists aren't going to pay $240 a click because it's not worth it. They're going to bid on these based on what they're worth. Okay, so let's say, for example, that the CPC in his industry is $240. You're going to know this information because it's your niche. You're going to know what the niche average is across the board. Okay, so you're going to say to him, hey George, so roughly it's going to cost us around about $20 to generate you a lead, okay? And if we generate you 30 leads, at $20 a lead, it's going to cost around about $576 a month. That money goes straight to Google, but I can guarantee you that through that, we'll generate you approximately 38 leads. Is that within your budget, George, roughly? Okay, he's going to say yes or no, but 9 times out of 10, this being that, if he's getting 20 sales out of this and he's generating $500 per sale, that's $10,000. So he's making a $576 a month investment on Google, and he's going to be generating $10,000. So, you can see here, minus Google ad spend, that means he's going to be, we're charging him per lead, let's say $25 an inquiry. That is going to mean that his estimated profit is going to be, $8,674 per month. Okay, so $576 to Google, $750 to us. That means he's making $8.7. Okay, so the close. Awesome, George. So you've got the capacity for 20 new jobs. Your conversion rate is 66%. So I need to generate 30 leads for you. Now understand that it's not going to be free for me to generate those leads. I'm going to have to make sure that you are getting those through Google, and Google charges per click. Okay, I know that the average CPC in your industry is $2.40, meaning that, for $600 a month, and an average customer profit of $500, you're looking at around $9,400 return before our fees. Okay, so George, I'm confident that if we generate these, are you confident that if we generate these 30 inquiries that you can handle the work? Okay, we only partner with businesses that have the capacity to grow. Yeah, I can service the work, but I have to think about it. Cool. Okay, George, what is it that you need time to think about? Okay, this is where the objections come in, okay? Well, it's the new year, and we're still dealing with leftover work from last year. I'm a little confused, George. You mentioned that you have the capacity, but now you're saying that you're too busy. Which one is it? I'm too busy right now, but the calendar will need filling in a couple of months. So you've got a problem that needs solving, just not immediately. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, I understand. Based on what I've shown you and the results we're getting other trade businesses in your exact position, wouldn't it make sense to put some plans in place now before the problem resurfaces? Yeah, I suppose so. Great, so when are you anticipating things to slow down? Probably February. Perfect, so here's what I promise. If we start small in January and get everything tested out, by the time we hit February, when things slow down, you've got 30 extra inquiries already flowing in. Does that sound good? Yeah, sounds good. Final push, same day close. Okay, awesome. I just need a few quick details to finalize things and we can get started. Okay, we incentivize businesses that make fast decisions, and because our game equals speed and results, because in our game, speed equals results. Our goal is long-term relationships, so we offer same-day sign-up incentive available today only. If you accept our offer today, you'll be our exclusive partner in your area, and we won't work with any other dentist shops within 50k radius of you as long as you're working together. Sounds good? So you're basically giving them exclusivity. You're saying that if you want to commit today, we're not going to be working with anybody else. Okay, so that is really how we are going to get him over the line, but you want to handle his objections, okay, because he's going to have some objections. He doesn't know you, remember, he doesn't trust you, so make sure that you have your arsenal ready to go for whatever he throws at you. But I'm just going to touch base on this one more time. Okay, this is the lead calculation, and this is how we work through it. So the three things we need to get from him are volume, conversion rate, and target capacity. Okay, so you're going to ask him, hey George, how many leads come through each month? About 50. That's great. Do you know how many inquiries that you need to produce those 50 jobs? He's going to say 75. So in your head, do the math. What's 50 out of 75? 66. If you need a calculator, do that. Okay, so got it. So about 66% conversion rate, roughly 2/3. How many extra jobs do you think that you could handle per month right now? Maybe around 20 extra. Okay, so 66, 20 is 66% of what? Okay, it's 30. He needs 30 new inquiries to generate 20 jobs. Okay, it's not that hard, guys, but the formula is 20 divided by 66 times 100. That is going to give you the number of leads that he needs. So let's go through that again. He's told you that he needs 20 jobs and that he's got a conversion rate of 66%. So we're going to go 20 divided by 66 times 100. That's going to spit out the number that we need. Okay, we need to generate approximately 30 leads per month for George. Now, the next thing that we're going to ask him is what is the value for each one of these customers. We need to start getting him thinking about the return on his investment. Okay, ask him just straight up, what's the value of a new customer to your business? I'm not sure, maybe around $500. So now that we know the target, let's estimate the ad spend required to generate that target. Okay, so we know that, roughly 1 in 8 clicks is going to result in a call. That's just from my experience, okay? 1 in 8 people that click on his ad are going to give him a call. So if his CPC, which means cost per click, in Google, every industry has a cost per click. For example, insurance, it's $50 a click. In dentists, it might be $2.40. Okay, so you say to him, in your industry, George, all of your competitors are spending $2.40 on obtaining a new piece of high-quality traffic. So you explain to him what a cost per click is so he understands. And say to him, and I know for a fact that roughly 1 in 8 clicks are going to give you an inquiry. Okay, which means that it's going to cost you around about $20 per lead. And if you need 30 leads to generate 20 sales, we're going to have to spend $576 a month on Google. Does that make sense? I hope it does, because it's pretty straightforward. Okay, now the client ROI breakdown. say to George, okay, George, if 20 jobs convert and they're worth $500 each job, that means that we're going to be generating roughly $10,000 in revenue for you through this exercise. The ad spend that it's going to cost to do that is going to be $576. Okay, now if we divide that by $2.40, that's going to give you the number of clicks that we're going to get for George. Okay, so minus the cost of the leads as well, George, because we're going to be charging you a commission for each inquiry. Okay, let's say we generate you 30 leads, you're going to be paying us $25 an inquiry, mate, so that's $750. So the estimated profit for, generating $10,000 in revenue, minus the $576 to Google, minus the $750 for our fees, is going to be roughly $8,674 profit for you per month. Okay, so let's just marinate on this process, because this is what's going to generate the sale. This is what's going to get him over the line and see that there is a viable investment to be made here. Okay, so I hope this video has made sense. This is probably one of the most complex videos in the whole course, so watch it a few times, go through it, practice the formulas, and get confident. Maybe practice this pitch with even a family member. They don't need to know anything about this. You can pretend that they're a business owner. They don't have to have a single clue about Google. So this is for you to get familiar with, and I hope you guys learnt a lot in this video, and look forward to seeing you at the next one.